Hi guys! Today I am going to go over how to find out more about the demographics of your target market. So one of the really awesome tools that you can use to find the demographic information is Facebook. So I think that you do need to have an ads manager to access this tool. I'm not entirely sure, but the ads manager is really easy to set up. All you need is a business page, I believe, and you don't even need to run ads or anything. You just need to have the ads manager. So then you can go to facebook.com/ads/audience-insights. And then once you go to that page, it'll bring you to this page right here where this kind of pops up. And so what we are going to do is choose everyone on Facebook. So right now we have it set so that it is just people in the United States. That's kind of how it comes automatically, but if you want to change that, you can totally change that. So now we're going to look at the age and gender section, and let's just pretend, if we're sticking with kind of our mom blogger audience here, that let's say they're in their 25 to 40, let's say. And we're going to choose women. And then you can also choose their interests. So we're going to go down to family and relationships, and then you can click the plus button if you want to add that whole entire category, or you can click this down arrow and it'll actually be more specific. So I clicked the down arrow and I'm just going to put motherhood. Okay. And now this is interesting. We can actually see that out of our audience where we did age 25 to age 40, that the large majority of the people who are interested in motherhood within that age group are specifically between 25 and 34. So that could actually help us in the future. Like maybe we've been saying that our target market is between 25 and 40, but maybe this is going to help us say, actually, you know what, they're between 25 and 35. So now I'm also going to add an interest here. I'm going to try to find blogging. Okay, well, blogging. All right, let's just put blog. Okay, we can see that this pretty much stayed the same, that it's still between 25 and 35. All right, so now we can actually look down at their lifestyle demographic interests, and we can see that a lot of them are really interested in building their careers. They're really interested in whatever casual comfort is. They're really interested in their children. And we can see that the majority of them are married, and the large majority of them went to college. And then you can actually even see what types of jobs they're in. So it looks like a lot of them are in administrative services, as well as management, personal care and home services, and healthcare. And then you can even go up here and check into page likes. And this is really going to help you with your specific interests as well. So you can see that they really like these pages in these different categories. So they really like the Children's Place, The Honest Company, Mint Julep Boutique, Scary Mommy, Shutterfly, Ulta. And then you can go down here and see the most popular pages in order for this specific target market here. And so this will just help you give you a little bit more of an idea of what your target market is like, and it will also help you if you ever plan to run Facebook ads. This is the very beginning of how you would start targeting. You can even go into location and look at the top cities, so you can see that a a lot of them Arkansas, Louisiana, Minnesota, South Carolina, Wisconsin, Louisiana. So it looks like a lot of them are kind of in the middle of the country, not necessarily East Coast or West Coast, but in the middle. And we can look at their activities as well. So this is actually really interesting because you can see that like they actually do click quite a few ads, and oh, sorry. It looks like a huge percent of people are only visiting Facebook on their phone, and they're also mostly using iPhones over Android. You could go to their household. You can actually find out their income and whether, so it looks like most of these people are homeowners, and it looks like they're earning between $50,000 to $75,000 per year. You can see their household size. So, does that mean one person? So it looks like, that doesn't make any sense. Who live in a single U.S. home. Maybe, I feel like this is maybe wrong because that doesn't make any sense that if most of them are married, but how could they live in it just by themselves? I don't understand. Okay, but you can also see like how much their home costs, which is like really weird. And then it looks like, wow, that's weird. They use cash primarily. Huh, it's interesting. They spend a lot on gas and use their debit cards and credit cards a lot. Interesting purchase behavior. So you can see they spend a lot of money on food and drink, subscription services, clothing, pet products, and they're really into pickup trucks, mid-sized cars, and full-size SUVs. And they spend a lot on retail. So this just helps you learn a lot more about your audience, not necessarily in terms of like who like what their personality is like necessarily, but more like that demographic information, which is going to help you when you're talking to potential clients to figure out, when you're trying to figure out like, hey, is this person a good potential client or a not so good potential client? This information is going to help you identify. So like when you're talking to somebody, you could be like, okay, are they married? Are they a mom? Do they own a home? And you kind of, and like what kind of car do they have? So like you can try and figure out if they're in this key demographic like zone that your target market is, because the more that they subscribe to these specific demographics, the more likely they are to be interested in your services. So, you don't have to get like creepy with it, and it's not necessarily that every single person has to subscribe to all of these different demographic information, but it could just help you, make that decision to see whether they kind of check or have all the checks in all the different boxes. And a lot of this information, like a lot of it you can honestly find just by looking at their Facebook profile or their Instagram page. Like you're going to see if they have pictures of their kids. You're going to see if they have pictures of their house, pictures of their car. Maybe they talk about like, oh, they like are out getting sushi or whatever. And you're like, okay, yeah, they spend a lot on food and drink. Or like they're talking about Netflix or Fit Fab Fun Box. Like, you just know that the more that they talk about those things and show those things, that the more of a good fit they are for you. I mean, if you're targeting mom bloggers, obviously, if you have a different niche, it's going to be totally different. But I just think that this is so interesting, and it could be a really helpful tool if you're having trouble figuring out those things about your target market. And it'll just help you, like if you have your list of 25 potential people here, maybe you want to go through that list of 25 people and actually dig deep and do some real like background kind of stalking almost of their social media profiles and everything that they have online, and see like which ones of these 25 people actually have those things that are Facebook says that they most likely will have. And then you can kind of even rank on a scale of like 1 to 10 or 1 to 5 how much they are a good fit for your target market. And even that could help you choose, like, maybe you don't have time to reach out to all 25 people, or it'll just help you like figure out who you're going to focus on and who you're going to pay the most attention to. And especially as you go on throughout after this challenge, you're going to want to increase that potential client networking list to like maybe 50 people or 75 people or 100 people, and continue using this demographic information to help you pick new people to add to that list, as well as maybe you could remove some people from that list. And it's just going to help you in so many ways. So I hope that you found this helpful. If you have any questions on this audience insights tool, don't hesitate to let me know. I'd be happy to help you.